former U.S. ambassador at the UN, senior fellow American Enterprise Institute, Fox News contributor. Sir, good morning to you.
Good morning, Bill.
Gates says it's clear we wanted the agreement more than the Iranians. Why? Explain that.
Well, I think the president believed that through this deal he could help end the perception that Iran was isolated, bring them back into the mainstream, that would enhance peace and security in the Middle East. I think that's exactly backwards, but I think the Iranians were perfectly prepared to play along. Look, I think this deal is even worse than what Secretary Gates said. The concessions that Iran made on its nuclear program are essentially trivial and easily reversible, meaning that there's no real impediment to them resuming either on a clandestine basis or even openly their pursuit of nuclear weapons. And certainly there are no restrictions at all on the ballistic missile program. So where Iran stands right now is $100 billion of assets about to be unfrozen, trade deals with European companies, with Russia and China about to bring increased prosperity and certainly resources to the Iranian government. And we're now, having delivered all this, now we can hope for the next 15 years that Iran doesn't pursue nuclear weapons.
So
it's a wretched deal.
I'm watching all this over the weekend, and I'm asking myself, and tweeting to a point, too, because I wanted to find the images of the uranium shipped out of the country. Where is it? Where are the pictures of the dismantled centrifuges in Iran? Where are they? Where's the images of the concrete poured into the heavy water reactor? I mean, we live in a world where images count. Otherwise, it's just a claim. And this is what's been reported, but there's no proof of it. Why?
Well, even if it were all true, frankly, it wouldn't make any difference. And there is a disparity, I might say, to take the uranium that was shipped out of the country between what Secretary Kerry says and what the Iranians say. And by the way, it's been shipped to Russia. Boy, that should fill our hearts with joy.
Can you prove that?
Well, I'm just assuming it's true because, after all, don't the Iranians tell the truth all the time?
Well, that's what I wonder. The president said this is smart, patient, and disciplined foreign policy. That's pretty much code for how he feels about the Iraq War, is it not? Previous administration?
Look, this is a diplomatic Waterloo for the United States. We have legitimized a regime that practices state terrorism, that supports terrorism as its central banker internationally, and we've left them on a path where we don't have adequate verification as they move to deliverable nuclear weapons, perhaps in cooperation with North Korea, where we don't have any intelligence at all. So I think this will go down as one of the worst strategic mistakes that America has made in the realm of nuclear proliferation, and it tells every other would-be proliferator around the world with a little determination and willpower, you too can be on the road to nuclear weapons.
That's a mouthful. Quickly, in 20 seconds, Petraeus might be demoted. What's that about?
Well, I think this has to come from the White House. I can't see the Pentagon raising this issue again, and it leads me to wonder whether this is an effort to show that a harsher penalty against Petraeus may be laying the groundwork for an indictment against Secretary Clinton.
Whoa. We'll see if that plays out. Sir, I'm out of time for now, but thanks for yours. John Bolton there in Washington, D.C.